Hey guys, it's Aaliyah with Open Doors, Open Hearts blog, and today I wanted to take you along as I do some cozy winter homemaking. Winter homemaking looks very different than homemaking during the warmer months. But it's not because what's happening is somehow less important. I long for the days when we're waiting for the lilac blooms to pop open, and while we're watching the apples grow, and we're picking the strawberries, and we're planting the garden. But if I'm not doing anything in the winter months to prepare for those things that I'm dreaming about, then we are not nearly as successful when the warmer months come and it's time to reap the harvest of our work. Putting in the simple and often overlooked work lays the foundation for all of those big things I'm dreaming of. And right now, the thing I'm dreaming of is our garden and growing a garden that's able to provide all of the produce that my family uses. This is a huge dream, but as we work toward it, I realize that this dream is not actually just about the garden and what the garden is able to provide. It's about the time spent together picking green beans and then taking them into the shade of the apple orchard and washing them and snapping them so that we can take them inside to can them. It's about teaching my girls things that I didn't know until I became an adult. Giving my girls confidence when they're in the kitchen to know that they can cook and bake without a solid recipe. It's about growing closer together as a family as we work toward this goal. If you've been following along since before the YouTube channel, back when it was just the blog, then you may remember that cooking used to terrify me. I was so afraid of going into the kitchen and doing anything other than decorating it. It's funny to look back and think I used to love the garden and I used to love decorating the kitchen and setting the table, and I was so afraid of cooking. And now that I have grown in this area, I actually find so much peace when I'm in the kitchen chopping up carrots or onions and creating something that's going to be nourishing for my family. I love being creative in the kitchen. Honestly, most days when I make dinner, I don't follow a recipe. I just kind of make it up. But this is not something that just happened because it happened. It happened because I put the work in to develop the skills, to gain the confidence, so that I can pass the skills on to my girls. At dinner time, all of us will be sitting together at the table, and it doesn't happen every time, but a lot of times we will be sitting at the table eating dinner, and somebody will go, "This is from our garden," and then another person will go, "And this is from our garden." We just talk about however many parts of our meal that we grew on our farm. It's so rewarding to look at the meal and think about how we grew and raised the chickens, and we grew the potatoes and the pumpkin. Achieving this goal and reaching this dream all starts in the winter. It starts by planting a seed. When we first started gardening, my husband and I would just go to the local nursery and buy all of the plants when it was time to put them in the garden. Now we start seeds in our house, and when they're ready to go outside, we just grab them from the basement and take them outside to plant them. We don't do everything. Some things we still go buy. I have yet to try to grow onions from seeds. I always buy onion sets and then I just plant the set. This is our first year growing all of our cabbage from seed. As long as it goes well, we will do 2 rounds of cabbage for our homemade sauerkraut, and all of that will be grown from seed at our house. Another thing that we want to try this year is to grow celery and carrots. We've done carrots before and it was an utter failure. It wasn't an utter failure. It was a lot of work for a little yield. And everything that we have heard is that carrots are easy when done right. So we are going to try carrots again. Celery is something we have never tried ever, so I'm anxious to get the celery seeds and start planting those and see how the celery goes. You maybe are thinking, this is a really strange seed starting setup that I have. And that is because we do not use potting trays anymore. Last year we discovered soil blocking and we did it, and it was such a success. Over on the blog, I share a more in-depth, step-by-step tutorial on how to actually do seed blocking. If this is something that you're interested in trying, I 100% recommend it, and I will have the link to my blog post down below. There are so many benefits to soil blocking. I am not going to go into all of them. However, I will leave a link down in the description box to another girl's YouTube channel. She is where we learned all of this information about soil blocking. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button down below. I'll see you next time.